Well, hello everyone. My name is Miss Jensen. I'm the CTE counselor on the north side. I'm housed at North Shore Senior High. We also have a CTE counselor on the south side. Right now it's Mr. Canick, and he's housed at Galena Park High School. He is retiring, so he's going to leave us, but we'll definitely have another counselor there to help you guys with all your CTE issues and concerns and anything we can help you with in that regard. I'm so excited for you guys today because we are going to walk through your endorsement selection and your career plan selection. So for you guys, what that means is this is your next 4 years of classes that you're going to take at high school. And so some of you guys might have already started this process because you are in classes right now in 8th grade, and some of you guys haven't, and that's okay. We'll work through kind of all different options with you guys when we're in the classroom, helping you guys do this. But if you guys are at home and trying to complete this, if you're one of our virtual students, hopefully this helps you work through the process, okay? And we'll definitely, as counselors, and your teachers will definitely be there to help you guys through it, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Most of you guys have done your research in regards to your endorsement and which one that you would like and what you really want to focus on in high school. Okay, so you guys have done that side of it, and some of you guys filled out the Google form where you stated that, and some of you guys haven't, and that's okay if you haven't, okay? But you need to know what endorsement and what option you want to have before we start this process. Okay, so if you're not there yet, right now is a good time to pause the video and go ahead and complete that, okay? Because you need that information before you get into Skyward. Okay, so if you have that in your mind or in front of you and you guys know what you want to do, let's go ahead and start the process. So the first thing I need you guys to do is to log into your Skyward. Okay, most of you guys should know where to go to complete this task, and if not, you can definitely reach out for some help to complete that. But you're going to use your Galena Park ISD number to log into your the login ID, and then you're going to use your birthday for the password. Remember, the birthday is 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year. Okay, once you guys are in there, you're going to click sign in, and then you should see this screen right here. Okay, most of you guys go here for your grade book, for your attendance, and you might have one here with your schedule. Hopefully we don't have any discipline issues, so that tab should be empty. If you keep going farther down, you'll see endorsements. Okay, that's what I want you guys to select, is your endorsements. So just click that. Once you get in there, this screen should pop up, and then I want you to click on declare an endorsement. Okay, step 4 is using these 2 drop-down menus that should have popped up after you select the declare an endorsement. Remember, there's 5 endorsements. The one multidisciplinary we really don't use. Okay, so you're going to select one of the other 4 and make sure, once again, that's one that you want. Okay, so once again, if you haven't done your background research in regards to what you want to do, don't complete this process yet. Okay, stop there and do that. For example, if your endorsement is business and industry, you're going to select that, and then make sure you also select an option. You have to select an option, okay? And the reason why you have to select an option is because the next steps are kind of tied to whatever option you choose, okay? So if you don't select an option, you're not going to have everything that you need in there. So you're going to select an option as well as your endorsement there, and then you're going to click I agree. Of course, you can definitely read through this dialog box that's right here, but it's basically saying that, like, you selected it and this is what you want to do. Okay, so you're going to click I agree. It's going to automatically date and timestamp it for us, and then you're going to click save. Okay, so you have just declared your endorsement for your high school career. Now, in regards to your endorsement, it can change. Okay, and it might have to change depending on your interest changes throughout your 4 years. However, our job as counselors is to make sure that you complete an endorsement. Okay, we want you to graduate with an endorsement. So the timing of that is going to be very key. If you guys want to change this in the spring semester before you enter 9th grade, that's fine. But you're going to have to go talk to your counselor about that. Okay, so depending on whatever middle school you're at, go talk to your counselor there, and they can kind of help you through that process. Because we really want to make sure that you guys start off the next school year in the correct classes. So that's a good time to change. Also, ninth grade year, going to 10th grade year is a good time to change, and that's fine. If it gets up into the higher levels, if you guys are 11th grader or 12th grader, we're really going to push you to finish with an endorsement. Okay, so whether that means taking a class we might not necessarily like, but then also taking some other classes at the same time. We just got to do what we got to do to get you graduated. Okay, so to just kind of give you heads up, this isn't the final say all. I know last year we had a lot of 8th graders that were like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous because I can't change and this is official. It is official, okay, but you do have some options for changing. But let's get you in the right one, okay? So make sure we pick a good one ahead of time here. All right, so now that your endorsement and option is declared, you're going to go to career plans right here on the left-hand side. Okay, don't worry about anything in the background yet. Just go to career plans right here. You're going to select that. You'll most likely get this box that pops up where it talks about that you haven't had any career plans set up yet. You can click OK. And if this box doesn't pop up, that's also okay as well. Okay, on this screen, you're going to click this drop-down menu right here where it says Career Plan Template. And then this is where it really gets narrow into what you guys want to do. Okay, so in the CTE world, we have a lot of options for you guys to pick from. Also in fine arts, there is some options as well. But make sure that you select whichever one that you want to do. Okay, so I know your teachers talked about how it kind of narrows down from your endorsement to the option, to the cluster, to the template. Okay, this is right here, to the pathway. This is the agricultural animal science pathway. Okay, so you're going to select that, whichever one that you want. There should be a drop-down menu of many different options for you. So select whichever one you would like. Okay, then you're going to hit the select button right here once you find the one that you wanted. This student wants agricultural animal science, and then you're going to hit select. Okay, before we get into tailoring your plan and making it truly unique to you, we have to discuss some things. Okay, so this is the counselor side where I have to make sure that you guys are signed up for the correct classes. Okay, and if you guys are helping us out immensely by doing this and making your selections, it kind of helps us in the sense of it saves us some time. Okay, and it really gets us, you get to select what you want. So it's your true desires that are in there. Okay, but there's some restrictions. Okay, you can't just sign up for every class because it sounds good. All right, we got some graduation requirements we have to achieve for each student. So when you guys are in the career plan, make sure that every class that you have has an A part and a B part. Okay, so like for example, if it's a year-long course, which most of your classes will be, make sure you have like an English 1A and an English 1B. Okay, the A part is the fall semester of the year, and then the B part is the spring semester of the year. Okay, so make sure whenever you are adding or deleting, you always do both. Okay, if you delete the A part, delete the B part. If you add the A part, add the B part. Okay, and that'll help up with some cleanup for us. Okay. Another thing we need to talk about is classes that we have rolled over. Okay, we have some students who are currently now in an advanced class. We have auto-enrolled you into the next advanced course. Okay, so those students that are in that situation, we do have some cleanup on your plans, but you guys are awesome, and we'll get it all taken care of for you. But just so you guys know, if you see some classes on there that maybe your friend might not have, that's sitting next to you right now, it's okay because we have auto-enrolled you into some things. Okay, other classes that we have auto-enrolled you into is PE. Okay, every 8th grade in the district has been enrolled into a PE for next year. So you should either see a boys PE or a girls PE on your schedule for next year. Okay, and that one right there is a graduation requirement. You have to have 1 year of PE in order to graduate. So we try to have our 9th graders knock it out, and then that way their schedule is clear of that. They've already, checked that off their list, and then we can start taking some other electives. Okay, if you play a sport or if you are in the marching band, those coaches and teachers will get us those lists to your 9th grade counselor next year, and before school starts, he'll make sure that your PE comes off of the schedule, and then you'll be in those athletic periods or those that marching band period. Okay, marching band, remember you have to take 2 years of it in order to get the full PE credit. Okay, so you get half a credit of PE per year. Okay, so if you guys are looking at your transcripts, you'll see that on there. Okay. Another thing we need to talk about is core classes. Okay, every student has to have 4 basic core classes. Okay, you have to have English, algebra, biology, and world history for sure. Okay, now if you're going the AP route, then you're going to have pre-AP English, pre-AP geometry, pre-AP biology, or AP human geography. Okay, so our plan, the templates will come with these core classes right here, not the AP levels, because remember, you're going to get auto-enrolled into those. Okay, so if you're in AP class right now or an advanced science or advanced English, you'll be auto-enrolled into those. So you'll see those on your schedule. Okay, everybody else is going to see like the English one, algebra one, and like I said, the advanced kids, we got some cleanup to do. Okay, but no problem. All right, so speaking of cleaning up and adding and editing, let's go ahead and review that process, okay? So when you hit the select for the template, it should have auto-populated a whole bunch of things for you, okay? So you should see your, sorry about that, you should see a column that says maybe prior to grade 9, you should see grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. Okay, so it's really great to look at all of that just to kind of get an overview as to what you might be taking the next 4 years. Okay, however, the one that we're going to really focus on with you guys is this grade 9. Okay, so please do not touch anything in grades 10, 11, and 12. Okay, every year you guys are going to come back to this and edit it. Okay, so like I was telling you guys earlier, if you change your mind on your endorsement, that's fine. We'll make sure that we edit this for you guys and update it, or you guys do it on when it comes to scheduling time. So let's go ahead and get into some of this adding and deleting. Okay, so if there's a class on here that you did not want to take, okay, so let's talk about this art. Okay, this is a great example. So if I don't want to take art, but I want to take dance, okay, or maybe I want to take theater arts, okay, whatever art you want to take, you do have a selection, okay, you can pick, and your teacher should pull up a list of all of the classes that are available, and I also linked it on the next slide, okay, but you can see your options for that, okay. Every student has to have 1 year of a fine art, okay, so our plan comes with art 1, and once again, I said I don't want to take art 1, I want to take dance, okay, so what you're going to do is click on this little pencil next to the class. Once you click the pencil, you're going to click remove curriculum. Okay, you guys see there's this edit grade level. Don't worry about that as much. You guys really don't use that much in the 9th grade year. We'll kind of address that next year with you guys. So you're going to click remove curriculum. Now, remember, if I delete the A part, I need to also delete the B part. Okay, so I'll click Art 1A. I'd click that pencil, remove. Art 1B, click the pencil, remove. Okay, so I have just removed my fine art course for next year. However, remember I said it's a graduation requirement to have 1 year of a fine art. So I need to make sure I add in that dance I want to take. Okay, so you should see something like this. Like I said, your teacher should have this made available to you. And it's also linked. It's not right here on linked on this, but I'll make sure the PowerPoint is up on our CTE website as well. And then you guys can click the link. But whatever my dance course ID number is, okay, so if you guys look like here, like this is our LOTE classes, but you guys see these numbers right here that are in front of the class description, that is what you're going to have to type in here in a second. Okay, so it's really important that you have these handy, or you know which one you're going to pick before you go in and add some other classes. Okay, so let's say whatever dance might be. Okay, I'm going to go to this add curriculum button. And then I'm going to type that number in right here in this first box that pops up. Okay, so when you type it in right there, you got to hit enter. Okay, and then you should see the class that you want pop up. Okay, you can also search it by the name of the course, but we have found that it's really helpful if you search by the course ID number, because we might have different dances. Okay, and we want to make sure that you guys are enrolled in the right one for next year. So our best advice is to search by the number. So type in the course ID number, hit enter, and then you're going to see it right here, and you need to click on it, and then you got to click save. Okay, so type in course ID number, select it, or hit enter, excuse me, select it, and then hit save. Okay, now remember I said there's an A and a B, right? And they do have 2 different numbers. So if I add dance 1A, I need to also add dance 1B. Okay, and it's the same process for the A and the B part. Type it in and follow that. Okay, So then on your career plan under grade 9, you should see your dance, okay, or whatever fine art that you selected. So that should be changed for you in there, okay? So make sure you have 1 year of a fine art. Make sure we have 1 year of PE, okay? You also have to have, for graduation requirements, you have to have 2 years of the same foreign language, okay? Which I know your teachers have went over with you, but I want to make sure that you guys know some of the graduation requirements. So you should have 2 years of a foreign language, okay? So I know our template comes with Spanish 1. Now some of you guys might have already completed that. Some of you guys have already done Spanish 2. Okay, that's fine. So if you've done that, you're going to go and delete Spanish 1 off your plan. Okay, if you want to change to French, which is fine. In GPISC, we have Spanish and French. Those are the only 2 foreign languages that we have. So you would have to delete it, Spanish 1A and Spanish 1B, and then add French 1A and French 1B. Okay, once again, it's 2 years of the same foreign language. So if you take French 1, guess what you're taking your 10th grade year? French 2. Okay, so 2 years of the same foreign language. And if you guys have already done Spanish or French, you probably just Spanish. If you've already done Spanish, then that means that you've completed your graduation requirements if you have 2 years of a foreign language. So that means that you're going to be able to pick another elective. Okay, at this point, I want you guys to count and see if you have 8 courses. Okay, so you need to make sure that you count it as A and B equaling 1. Okay, otherwise you're going to say, well, I have 16, which is fine, okay, because if you think it should be A and B and A and B, so really it should be 8. But if you look here, like Algebra 1A and Algebra 1B, that's 1. Okay, Art 1A, Art 1B, 2. Biology A, Biology B, 3. Okay, you guys got it. So once you get to 8, that means you have a full schedule for next year and you are good to go. Okay, now, something we always tell our high school kids is that they might be like, well, I have 8, so I'm good. Okay, but are they the right 8? Okay, so that's why I just broke down the Spanish, the foreign language, the fine art, and the PE. Okay, those are for sure in there, and then you should have your 4 core. Okay, so like my kids that have been auto enrolled in things, my pre-AP kids, you guys won't see the pencil right there, which is fine. Okay, but that means that you probably have English 1A someplace that we needed to delete. Okay, so then use the pencil and kind of clean up those on-level core classes if you're an AP student, and then you'll have 8. You should have 8. Okay. All right, so at this point, okay, like I said, if you have 8 and you think you're good to go, we want you guys to get a hold of your teacher that's in your classroom, or you're the counselor in your classroom, or if you're completing this, outside of school time, make sure the next day that you, get in contact with your teacher or counselor so they can check it for you. We will be reviewing these throughout the next month. And making sure that you guys are all set up in the right classes, and if we need to make any changes, we can do that. But we really want to ensure that you're good to go. Okay. If you also don't know, if you have 7 classes and you're like, I don't know what electives I can choose from. Okay. Get a hold of your teacher or your counselor. Okay, because they're gonna direct you to the right area to look for classes that you can add. Okay, this something right here is huge, everyone. Do not make any changes after we have completed our checks on your schedules, okay? If you make any of those changes, that means that you're not going to be signed up for the right classes next year, and who knows if it's going to get caught or not, okay? And so we want to make sure you guys are on the right pathway for your high school career, okay? So once we check it, do not edit it, okay? Unless you get a hold of your counselor and they help you through that process. Okay, we'll review them and take our time reviewing them, but I just want to ensure that you guys are in the right classes. Okay, so after we check, don't touch it. Okay, if you guys are in the classroom, if you guys are virtually, just make sure that you are quiet and you're waiting patiently. And it's also a good time at this point, like I told you guys earlier, to look at your 10 through 12 years, okay? Because you can kind of see 9th grade year, we're kind of dabbing into like some intro classes. But when you guys get into your junior and senior year, you might be in some practicums and advanced classes, and then you guys get to have some really good hands-on skills, okay? So if you're waiting, go ahead and look at those. Once again, please don't touch 10 through 12. That's something every year we'll come back and edit. Okay, and so our main focus for this year is grade 9. Okay, so when you guys get all done, and like I said, a counselor teacher has checked it, you can close out, and then you are good to go. Okay, let me see here. This is another thing that you guys can look at while you're waiting. Or even if you want to log back in later and kind of look at it. This is on the right hand side of your screen. Once you get into the career plan, it'll show you if you are on track for your graduation requirements or not. Okay, and so I always encourage my high school kids to continuously check this to make sure that they're on track. Okay, so parents, you guys will have to log in to confirm the career plan and the endorsement selection, but we will be getting with you on that. But the classes that you guys put in there for your 9th grade year are the ones that we roll over into your course requests. So you have just completed the whole request process. So congratulations. We are very excited for you to start your high school. So this is another plug I want to put in here for you guys to always go visit our website at glenaparkisd.com/CTE. And if you guys ever have any questions about your what clusters you are interested in, what jobs are available after you finish high school, we have a lot of contact information on the website, and so it's just more resources every single day that are added to help you guys be prepared for what you want to do in your future. Okay, well, that wraps up the whole process. I hope this video is helpful. And like I said earlier, we are here to help you guys as counselors and teachers. So definitely, if any time throughout this course selection time you have some questions, we are here for you. Okay, once again, congratulations and good luck.